You need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, the wanna everything that I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy, just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me read the whole club.
Bling, bling, bling. This mad. All right. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's it cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. Unless it cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay. I don't catch my new checks, this old change, you know. Another man made my phone ring, hello. Said he capping but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me, okay? I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you how to count, okay? Newest, don't compare me to these, they don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Run my inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. Unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. But that's because I'm standing on business.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Jets at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Completes it to Hardman. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Rodgers again now. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and goal from the 1. Cook. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Jets defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to upload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. It's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. It's complete to Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation. Herbert. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. That's taken on the 25. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Will McDonald, 1st-round selection back in April there on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Runs over it, and he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Flushed out right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score, Chargers 10, Jets 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Jets 14, Chargers 10.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Powering forward. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On play action, now Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Brings their line for the Jets field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. That's out wide for Palmer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They'll run with Carter. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now it's Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
On the option, here's Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Herbert. And he is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Up the middle with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The former third overall pick, Solomon Thomas, with a high motor that time, and the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the...
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it till them and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. Well,
that is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Through an opening, and there he goes. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
To throw is Rodgers. That's pulled in by Wilson.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Rodgers to throw. Throw right side, Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers 20-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now 1st and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Rodgers will throw for it. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Jets have recovered. The field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap.
Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that. Ain't none of that they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off. No damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane. Carry you like that do the truck. Trend following. I'm surprised you just not catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl. I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind. No matter my mind. I promise it get pitiful. They love me. They love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy. I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.